Juice like a snow cone, ice in my veins and a cold flow. I'm getting cash overseas by the boatload. You wanna ride my wave? That's a no-go. Senoritas going loco, make it bounce like a pogo. All my haters see rojo, they big mad cause they coming up short like Frodo. Activate the beast mode, I keep it hot, give your brain a heat stroke. You ain't a big shot, use a basic B-roll. The world is mine, like my name's Pacino. Hey, it's Nico, I guess I'm back. Catch me in the fast lane on the right track. And my shorty is a 10 like a dime bag. Got me feeling like a millie, check the price tag. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, ain't no time for pit stops. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, cause my style. You said your music was litty, but that is not true. Just being honest, you should really just stop, fool. Matter of fact, empty no pockets, give me that watch too. My mind is wicked, that's why I spit it so hostile. Freaky girls in the crib, it's like I live in a brothel. All I spit is Leviticus, but I'm not an apostle. My nuts hang low, long and they colossal. Black trader black, she messiah to the misfits. Run circles, run these rappers to my fist. You a little late to the party, baby, I've been lit. If you ain't on the friend list, you better mind your business. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, ain't no time for pit stop. Got the party jumping like crisscross. Got the gold chain and the wristwatch. Pull up on the scene like a big shot. EDM and hip hop, cause my strong.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport, and welcome to the channel for those of you who are new. My name's Pete. This is my car, Vanilla Ice, behind me. It's a 1991 Mercedes 500 SL that we brought back from the dead. So this car was heading to the scrap yard, and I bought it for 800 bucks from somebody who had it sitting in their backyard. And I've done an insane amount of work to get this thing up and running. And that's when I decided to make Vanilla Ice my wide body project. So if you guys are new to the channel, I had another wide body project right over here, which is another 91 500 SL that's black. And we were doing an extreme wide body on it. And I loved the project. It was a lot of work, but I learned so much by doing this one that I was able to now do this one very quickly. And I'm very happy with the outcome so far. We're about to talk about this one over here. But this was a learning process over here. This car ended up having a lot more problems than I wanted to deal with, and I was able to utilize the parts off this to get Vanilla Ice running. And now Vanilla Ice is gonna be back on the road, and it's gonna go the direction that I really wanted to go, which is a very simplistic wide body, or you could just call it a fender flare kit. Because I wanted to fit these custom 3-piece heritage rims on here and also lower the car, it was necessary to cut the wheel well, which I planned on doing anyways, because I really wanted to make a custom fender flare for this car. Now, I wasn't sure how far I was gonna go, if I was gonna go extreme like this one, or keep it simple, and I decided quickly into doing this project that I wanted to keep it simple and streamlined and kind of have it look like it was something from the factory. Now, I've got most of this other side done, as you guys saw, and I actually painted it white with some white primer to kind of give me an idea of how it's gonna look. And I think it is coming out extremely nice. Now, this is the point where there's gonna be a lot of work involved on my end, where I'm gonna have to do a ton of measuring, a lot of sanding, and a lot of fine tuning. Now, this one is nowhere near done. In fact, this still isn't completely straight or up to what I wanna see. It's got some curvature to it. I kinda like the curvature, but I've gotta make sure everything matches up from side to side, and that it does look even from every angle. Now, what I've got to do at this point is take some measurements over here, from here to here, in between the wheels, and try to match up this side to that side. Now, I don't think it's gonna be extremely difficult, but it's gonna be a lot of back and forth till I get it right. And while doing that, I'm probably gonna end up taking some off of this so that I'm able to match up everything and have everything look streamlined. So I'm gonna be speeding through a lot of this. Just wanted to fill you guys in, especially for those of you who are new to the channel, where we're going with this project, where I started with this project, and what the goal is on this video. So let's get started.
All these white lies got me hypnotized. Get out of my head, get into my bed, I'm broken. It's only a matter of time. Shifting my paradigms. Thinking and drowning and I don't deserve it. Your heart frozen. The water is rising and I'm just a drop in the ocean.
Well guys, we're cruising right along and it's time for a fill-in. I want to explain to you exactly what I'm doing because I did reshape this a little bit more and I am very happy with the direction it's going, and I'm going to talk about that now. So if you look here, and I'm going to show you guys a lot of different angles, you'll see what I did was I swooped this up to almost a point right there and then curve this around. And when we come around the front side, kind of the same thing. You can see here there's like an angle to a point and then it swoops around. At first I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that because that's actually the original shape of it, and the more I defined it, the more I loved it. Now the difficult part is mirroring that exact shape and that exact dimensions to the other side. This is almost perfect from every angle, as you guys can see, and the reason why I went this way is because of the way it looked from behind. And I'll try to get you some angles that I'm looking at. I've got a pole here, so we'll come around that. And just the way it looked from the front here. And that to me is the most important as it's coming down the road. I just love the way that that curves around. The only angle I don't love is this because I think it needs a little more shaping in here. But I can kind of finagle that with a hand sander and we can go slowly with it. Now this side is coming out really, really good. And I'm trying to do the exact same thing over here. As you can see, I've got that up curvature. Now I'm gonna hand sand this to get it to be exactly the dimensions of the other side. And then you can see this swooping around. Now where it differs quite a bit is how this is more in. So what I think I need to do is sand this all down, add some more fiberglass to this area so it kind of comes out a little bit more, and then sand from underneath to remove the original layer of fiberglass. And I think it's going to be really, really close, especially when you step back. There's no way to look at both sides at the same time, but I want them to be as perfect as possible and look as identical as possible. I know this is all hand done, this is all hand sanding, but I know we can get it very, very close and look really good for car shows. My goal right now to finish off this video is to smooth out a lot of the transitions on this. Go ahead and paint this white. We're also going to add that fiberglass that I talked about so we can kind of step back and take a look at where we're at. Then we're going to go to the next video and complete everything, make everything really smooth, do the final touches on everything, the final hand sanding to kind of manipulate everything perfectly. I'm excited, guys. Let's continue on with this video.
Lately I've been looking in the mirror, cleaning up the surface so it's clearer. Hoping there's still time. Let me find a way. Oh, maybe I felt stuck in my crusade. Oh, while you were counting on my first aid. So what can I do? I don't wanna lose you. You can shut me out, but I know I can prove to you only if you dare to make the walls come down. Now I got you, know that I got you, know that I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. Know that I got you. Know that I'll be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there.
To say I'm beat is a complete understatement, but I got so much done today. Not only did I get most of what you guys are going to see on this video accomplished today, I actually took half the day to go out and help Xavier with his new S420, and don't worry, there is a video coming out on that. But back to the car, Vanilla Ice, and I am so happy with the outcome, guys. It is really starting to come together, and I went ahead and painted the primer on this side to give you guys a more complete look, but there is a ton of sanding and shaping still to do on this side. With that said, it is really starting to match up to the other side, so I am very, very excited. That fiberglass job we did in here is really starting to shape this up to be identical to the other side. We now have that gap that we need. Just got to shape this a little bit more to go this direction, and this a little bit more curved like this, and it will really start to match the other side. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. I'll come around this side so you guys can get an idea. Now let's go to the other side, and you'll start to see that it is really coming together. And I am very happy with the shape of this, guys. I love the way it looks from the front and back, and that was really what I was trying to get, that nice arch, bulky look. There is quite a gap between the wheel, which means we could lower this car quite a bit, but I did not want the fender flare to come down on top of the tire. I wanted to have some leeway in case I did want to lower it. Plus, I want to be able to drive this car without it rubbing at all. Well, let me know what you guys think. I am beyond excited about this. This is one of the most fun projects I've done in a very long time. The weather has been beautiful, and everything is coming together the way that it should. And I've got to say, a lot of it is because of all the practice work I got on our other car over here. Allowed me to understand exactly what to do and get this done quickly for you guys. Once again, guys, my name's Pete. This is Pete's Carport. You guys have an awesome day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you on the next video.